Computers brought a new era to design. Today, it's something that not only surrounds us, but something that we interact with on an almost day-to-day basis. Game designer Wright was one of the first to create design interaction games, giving the players a tool so that they, too, can create things. For all of his contributions, he was given the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Game Developers' Choice Awards and is regarded as one of the most important game designers in the world.
Actually, it was. In the first game, it was basically kind of a stupid helicopter shoot-'em-up. You'd fly this helicopter around bombing these islands with factories and things. But I had to write another program that would let me scroll around this world and create the world. So I had to basically create the islands, create the roads, the buildings. So after I finished the game with the helicopter, I took the other program where I was scrolling around just building and started playing with that more and more. And that's what eventually turned into SimCity.
Wright's creations, such as the hugely successful open-ended city-building game, SimCity, have attracted both hardcore video game fans and people that might have never given video games a chance.
The whole time I got very fascinated with architecture, which was always an interest of mine, and I started thinking about kind of an architectural game like SimCity is kind of a city planning game. You know, for an architecture game, I needed to have people living in the house to kind of walk around and figure out, is, you know, this house good for them or not? And so I started developing a simulation of people and their behavior. And what would they do? What kind of needs do they have? What do they like? What do they dislike? And started developing that simulation of the people. And that became actually more interesting than the architecture. And so that was kind of how The Sims started as an architectural game. But then eventually the people became so interesting to watch and manipulate and play with that became the focus of the game.
To make it work, Wright not only mastered the technological side of programming the game, but also used applied psychology to his design to enhance the gamer's experience. Who could have known that a designer could benefit from therapist skills?
Well, creating a game, there are like really two halves to it. There's the technology side, programming, graphics, simulation. But the harder part really is the psychological side. Understanding what players are going to enjoy doing, what they're going to think about, what's going to motivate them to want to do it again. And so in some sense, you're really kind of programming two things. You're programming the computer, but more importantly, you're kind of programming the user's brain, the player's brain. And so every game has all these aspects of basically applied psychology. You know, you have reward, failure, you know, you have motivation, kind of, you know, getting somebody obsessed to come back and try it again. When you succeed in a game, it's actually pretty boring. It's the failure that's interesting. But understanding how to let a user continually fail, but keep them motivated and interested is very much kind of part of the psychology side of it.